What is up, everybody? Ghoulie here, back at you again. It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's the GoolieZone, the world around you, where I take a look at the stuff that's happened from last week into this week and put them on to Tuesday, so that way you can keep up with everything that you missed. This, I'm not going to lie, this was the most written, most thing I've ever done. But it's not going to be a long video. It's not going to be like MLB or NBA, NFL. This is one just straight up wrestling. Because there's been a lot that has happened over last week and continuing on to this week. So let's start off with, I already explained this on Saturday with Darian from Spotlight Raider Talk. Subscribe to that channel if you haven't. We talked about Jeff Hardy, and it bit WWE in the ass when they decided to exploit Jeff Hardy's demons on national television. And yes, as many of you, I was not happy on how they tried to execute it. Thank God they 86 the storyline. Well, not the storyline, but they exit out like nothing happened, and Jeff Hardy came back to SmackDown, beat the crap out of Sheamus like nothing happened, like he just got back from Sunday school. But I still say that you can do personal demon storylines as long as you don't go on the fence with it. But having Jeff Hardy, who's done multiple DUI, suspension, drugs, and it just, I don't know, it's just cringe. Maybe because I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. That's probably why. Also, Darren Young. Darren Young reveals that there was a plan that the Nexus were going to return at WrestleMania 36. If you don't remember the Nexus, I think it was around like 2011, 2011, I think it was 2010, 2011. You guys let me know on that, or 2012. I think it was 2011. I just can't remember it. But if you remember from Darren Young, I believe Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, PJ Black, which you guys should know who PJ Black is in his WWE name. I can't think of his WWE name because it's been so long. They were going to make a return to WrestleMania 36. The Nexus, I really shouldn't have to explain as much with it, but it was a great little faction. It was a good little thing that they did until SummerSlam that year happened, and it kind of hurt the group's credibility just a tad bit until, CM Punk and all that. But that's a different storyline for another time. If you really want more information, I would recommend What Culture from Adam from what Culture, but he no longer works there. But his video still holds up, which is probably how they should have booked the Nexus from begin with. But how would you feel if the Nexus was to return at WrestleMania 36? A, it would have been shocking, and B, it would have been out of left field because nobody would have expected that. Nobody would have expected that. And plus, who would be a part of the new Nexus 2.0? So that would have been interesting. Also, Rob Gronkowski now. Rob is no longer under contract with WWE. If you watched Monday Night Raw last night, he lost the 24/7 title to R-Truth. So he is no longer under contract with WWE. So there's that. With that, Gronk is no longer. He can focus on his big comeback return as he becomes a weapon for Tom Brady for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And good luck, Rob, even though I'm not going to be in that hype train with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not going to be a part of that hype. Next, WWE. They banned the Buckle Bomb. And the real reason, and I looked at this on Facebook and Twitter so much, people said it should have been banned with Seth Rollins did it to Sting. If that had been the case, Seth Rollins has done many Buckle Bombs. And I'm not going to be real, and I'm going to say this. Yes, he did injure Sting, which sucked, but I don't know. I don't know. And on the real, though, the real reason why they banned it, because Nia Jax can't execute a really good buckle bomb. And I love Nia Jax, even though lately, everybody can agree that, that she's been, it's very dangerous to work with. But personally for me, and if WWE was smart about this, maybe have a little bit of training one-on-one with Nia. I do like Nia Jax as a person. I do like Nia Jax as a wrestler, even though lately with the Becky Lynch that happened, 2 years ago, and also with injuring Kairi Sane, even though the injury from Kairi Sane was further complicated at TLC when Charlotte injured her. So the buckle bomb is officially banned. What is your thoughts on the buckle bomb being banned from WWE? Your thoughts on Nia Jax? I would love to know. Yes, I'm a fan of Nia Jax. Wrestling is not ballet, but I can't like literally oversee of her like literally hurting and injuring people. But I don't know. WWE seems to trust Nia, so I don't know. But I don't see her winning at Backlash. I can't see Nia Jax beating Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. But anyway, now back to Selena Vega. Selena Vega made a comment saying that she would love to return back into the ring. The last time we saw Selena Vega in the ring was, I believe, that 6 intergender tag team match between her and her boys against the Street Profits and Bianca Belair. And also, this one that really got to me, and I really want you to literally think about this when it comes to this comment I'm about to read from Selena Vega. It's not from my mouth. It's from Selena's. And personally, on the side note, I want Selena Vega to come back in the ring. She is pretty good in the ring. She can cut a good promo. I would love to see her back in the ring. Very talented. And I don't know about y'all, but does she reminds, even though she's not even look like it, but she did cosplay as her. She does give me that Aaliyah feel. And if you don't know Aaliyah, R&B star, gone way too soon. Big fan of Aaliyah. But, she kind of looks like Aaliyah just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm not here to talk about Selena Vega's beauty and her in the ring and her, that's actually her being back in the ring and, all that. Because if I did, Aleister Black would help me fade to black real quick. But the real reason I want to put this out is that Selena Vega said that Angel Garza reminds her of Eddie Guerrero. Now technically, Angel Garza has a lot of charisma. I do love the fact that he flirts with I think it was Charlie, and I think one night on Raw he flirted with is it Kayla Braxton? And I and also the women when WWE had a crowd, he always flirt with the women backstage. I called him a Latino Val Venus. But with Eddie Guerrero, I'm thinking Latino heat, but with Mamacita China Eddie Guerrero, which was probably one of my favorites in the Attitude Era, one like that matchup pairing. Selena Vega said that Angel Garza reminds her of Eddie Guerrero. I know everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I don't see, a little bit of Eddie, but I don't really technically see an Eddie Guerrero, an Angel Garza being an Eddie, reminding me of Eddie. With the flirting with women and all that, he just reminds me a little bit of Val Venus. And also, if you don't believe me, remember when he takes on the long pants and then he takes them off, and then Val Venus in a way. He reminds me more of Val Venus with a little bit of maybe a little hint of Latino heat in there. Put in Latino heat in there. So yeah, what do you guys think? You guys think that Angel Garza reminds you of Eddie Guerrero? Please let me know. And now the biggest one, the main event the following superstars have tweeted, and it has been out. So, Batista, Cheeseburger, Joey Janela, Adam Hangman Page, and Kevin Owens have all burned Jackson Riker for phrasing and supporting the Donald Trump. So yeah, everybody on Twitter has low-key been on Jackson Ryder. Adam Hangman Page has said something about it. Joey Janela said he wouldn't be surprised if someone took a crap in his bag, in his wrestling bag. But the one I'm going to quote is Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens replied to what Jackson Ryder said on his Twitter account, and also said, and I quote, "The freedom you speak of entitles you to speak your mind all you want. I'm not here to argue that. I just really need to tell you that I think you're pushing your shitty wrestling catchphrase as all of this is happening. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. Good night." End quote. I agree with Kevin Owens, because I really don't think saying, look, anybody can support whoever the hell they want. I don't care too much for politics. I don't really give a damn about politics and whatnot. I don't really want to bring that on the show, because that brings a whole lot of mess and war and confusion. But with everything that's been going on now, with the George Floyd incident, with the riots and the protesting, and everything that's going on, with Kevin Owens just responding to Jackson Ryder, personally for me, if this is a way for you to get heel heat, that's really a cheap way to get heel heat. And second, I do agree with Kevin Owens what he says here, because I think it is absolutely pathetic for him for Riker to actually say that while the country is going through probably one of the biggest things all ever when it comes in protesting. But yeah, also Cheeseburger commended and actually tweeted out to Kevin Owens that he totally agreed with him. Batista ripped him on Twitter and ripped him on, I believe, on YouTube as well. You could look that video up too. But yeah, your thoughts on Jackson Riker. And if you don't know who Jackson Riker is, he's part of the Forgotten Sons. Me, I don't think, personally, I don't believe that Jackson, now, if knowing Vince and his friendship with Trump, I don't really, I would say if Vince would put the belts on the Forgotten Sons, not because of the tweet, but it's a new tag team, but Vince does have a fetish for breaking up tag teams. I don't know what Vince is going to do. I don't know what the creative team is going to do, but I do know a lot of superstars in the WWE locker room and everybody else from the wrestling, from ROH and everybody else in AEW, are not happy with this decision and what Jackson Ryder tweeted about. But I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So that's going to do it for this edition of the GoolieZone, the world around you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I still have to say this at the end. We're all human beings, and we all are not going to be on one accord. But all I ask you is to, if you're protesting, please be safe. And I also love each and every one of you. As always, from the bottom of my heart, please be safe. Stay safe. We're all in this together, and God bless you all, and I hope you all just stay safe. That's my biggest thing right now. And I want to know, from all the news that I just read to you, I want to know your thoughts and your concerns. Put them all in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, please hit a like, also comment on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't. So until next time, I'll see you again next Tuesday for another Mount Ghoulie, the GoolieZone, the world around you. Keep in mind, today is also Tuesday, which is also Dragon Gate Day. So I would love you to stick around for that. So until next time, God bless you all and peace.